Oh, and he does put it in, Ali. And
Adamo second in chips. Klein first.
perhaps we respect the nature of the chip situation, although Klein might have big ideas. Ace-Jack off is a big ideas kind of hand as far as bluffing is concerned.
We will end at the end of the level, or we done the flop?
Look at this, Ali.
Okay. Whichever comes first.
Bluff me?
295.
Kind of click-back territory?
I doubt you have
Or
much.
no, meatier than that, huh?
Suspicious.
Meatier than a clickback, and for Adamo, we saw in a semi-similar spot, Bonomo went with the just call here. See what Mike comes with shortly.
This is a big flop for me.
Well, we watched Bonomo
Four.
against Adamo flat
I
a
was
4-bet
thinking myself,
in
like,
position with
call it
2
6-4.
queens and ultimately be forced to fold. Adamo also
Oh, maybe a 6-7.
going to flat.
That's a straight.
It's true.
Klein has now bloated this pot to 640,000.
You knew it was one of the two.
Thought you had a 6 in your hand. I was getting a 6-5.
And he's flopped a jack on the Jack 10-7 board, Nick. Trouble awaits.
Well, 640 out there. Let's just kind of see how this one plays out, Ali.
Super savage if I called it. Just show me a fucking like 9. That'd be sad.
Probably can bet like fucking king 5.
Maybe.
I believe that's 200K just south of third. Highly awkward territory for Adamo, but an overpair nonetheless. And as we touched on before,
Maybe not for
he's
that much.
been pushing Klein around a little bit, he might think.
A little thin.
This is not the time, though, in this spot, is it? Big stack against the second biggest
No,
stack.
I'm not saying that, but when we're trying to
Five,
assess
five.
the relative strength of our queen-queen,
It's not
some
nice
of the
blocking
meta-
ace king, though.
a million out there, Ali. What a situation this is, and the rest of the table should probably stop talking. Really tough card for Klein there.
Yeah, the 7 doesn't rate to be involved with Adamo's range. And now he has himself jacks and
I didn't
7s
have
with an ace
No, I didn't
kicker.
think you had king 5.
Man, Ali.
Stop talking.
Sub 1 SPR for Klein.
That's about the most brutal card in the world for Klein. It never hits Adamo and is something of a brick. Looks like he's counting out 300-ish, perhaps a stack counting of sorts.
$350, I believe.
I think you're right, Ali. It is 350.
Third pot.
What a hand this is, 1.4 out there.
Very big one here in level 12. Still developing.
Queens are concerned, Ali. Adamo's concerned, but we're going to see a river worth just tons of actual money, EV-wise.
Now that Klein's been called pre-flop, on the flop, and on this turn, which puts 4 to a straight out there, he begins to consider the possibility this ace-jack is in dire straits here, no?
Well, indeed, Ali, and a real action freezer kind of card, albeit don't know how much 9x actually lurks, but... Oh, and he does put it in, Ali, and
2 10s, 2 jacks, 2 kings, 2 aces.
wow. You very well said, Ali. Kings and aces, we don't know if we're in Adamo's seats, but that's 6 combinations of boats. Another 12 combos of those over pairs that might not take this line.
Jam aces, yeah. Probably.
What did Addamo ask?
Would
Do
you jam
aces?
aces here? And then he said probably. This is very intense. Time bank's coming.
Welcome to the blender.
Truer words never spoken, my friend. And I wonder if Klein is considering this play to be a merge of sorts where maybe it gets through versus queens, and I don't know. Wow, what a spot this is.
Exactly queens are the kind of hand, now that Klein has moved in, that just might find the muck. $2.3 million out there.
Will he figure it out? Guy's been on one of the all-time big rips in poker history. Down to 1 remaining time bank, Ali. Last time bank, guys. Ten seconds remain. Oh, and he does pay it off. And Addamo just continues to get it done. Wow.
Klein
Oh, my God.
will live, but with the faintest of pulses. And Michael Addamo burned through every one of his time banks before finally settling on the correct decision. Credit to Bill Klein, Nick, for putting him in the blender like that. The prospects of an Addamo fold were oh so real. It could have gone either way. And unfortunately for Bill, it was the one that renders him on fumes.